Hello everyone. Today in this conversation we are going to talk about what you guys don't know about the Indian culture. So we have two groups who are going to talk about the Indian culture, and we five guys are here to talk about this topic. So we three guys are Tenzin Yontan, who are going to talk about the idol worship. As the whole know that India is a religious country, and also India is a religion of politicism. We have a lots of idol worshipper. So Tenzin Yontan is going to talk about idol worship, and Hindu is going to talk about the importance of Gangas. And as we know, there's lots of holy places, and he is going to talk about on this topic. And the last person is Mr. Lungri, and he is going to talk about Indian yoga. So I request Tenzin Yontan to talk about it.
I would like to speak on blind faith, idol worship in a blind faith. First of all, I would like to introduce about what is the blind faith. The blind faith is such that we are not aware of the result that what we are doing. We should have the presence or we should have some sort of the shape of investigation that what we are doing and what we are offering for the goddess and the god. This is my little bit of brief introduction, and I would like to speak on the man body. Actually, I didn't prepare very well, but I don't think so that I have to prepare for in the Indian culture, because I was born in India and I was surrounded by the Indian peoples, and since I was born in India, and I have seen so many different cultures in India and so many religions. India is such that there are so many collective of religious people where I have never seen in other country, such as like Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. There are so many Middle East in Asia, not only in Asia, also in the Western culture, Western area. India is such, there is one of the most religious country in the whole world, and India is the only I do believe that India is the first teacher of the world who makes the world aware of from ignorant to get well known about what is the real value of what is the value of humanitarian and what is the value of nature, such as like that. And I also do have seen in many temples, especially in the Hindu temples, so many devotees offering the milk on the such as stone statues. They are offering on the milk. I do think that why they are wasting their milk on offering such as statues. Instead of that, why don't that people have offered that to poor people who don't get food in a day very well? That's why I would like to talk about Indian culture. And also India is there are so many some people believe that there are so many researchers still researching on that India is whether India is the first teacher of the world or yes or not. But I think that India is definitely first teachers, because some people believe that Greek is the one of the Greek and so many Egypt, their people is very there. When we look back at the history of that country, they have so many huge cultures. And can you please give me 1 second? I would like to conclude my speak on this blind faith in the idol worship. Last but not least, I would like to say that it is my great honor to speak on this, let you guys know about the Indian culture. Thank you.
Hello, I'm going to speak on Indian culture, and particularly now my topic is on the role of Ganga in Indian culture. No other place in the world is considered a secret, more secret than Varanasi, and particularly the river Ganga. When we talk about Indian culture, we cannot deny the role of Ganga, because the Indian culture is deeply rooted in Hinduism. And when it comes to Hinduism, Ganga comes the place of Ganga comes in the center of it. Now, Ganga is said that it is a land never forsaken. Forsaken by the Lord Shiva. And it is said that Lord Shiva is one of the three major gods of Hindu. And when he is an ascetic, and he lives in Himalayas. And when he decided to dwell in city life, and he scanned the world. And when he scanned the world, he found that no place in the world has holy and has he is an ascetic, as I said before. That time the Ganga, the place was has all kind of rituals, customs, traditions, which is related to asceticism. So he chose that place. That's why it is considered very sacred, because it's considered the home of Lord Shiva. He decided to make a home because he married Lord Parvati. That's another goddess from Hinduism. Okay, I've given a short time. I cannot go much in detail. And I have a last point I want to make is cremation. Cremation is considered the last ritual. You know, it's said ritual of passage. You know, when a loved one dies in a day, they bring the ashes of their loved ones to the river Ganga, and there are people also visit Ganga, you know, the Varanasi, when they come of age, just to have the privilege of dying there, because as I said, it's considered so sacred that when they die alongside the river Ganga in Varanasi, they believe that it will give them freedom from cyclic existence. And I don't know, but it is famous to bath in river Ganga, because they believe that it it's considered that as a remission of sins and facilitates to achieve liberation. Okay, that's it. Thank you.